Hi everybody, it's Steven Totillo. I'm here to show you a game called Tharsis. It's about getting to this planet you see here, Mars. We're going to do it with these 4 astronauts. I have not unlocked any others because I've not played the game that many times, but I've played it enough to know that this is a cool, unusual, very difficult game that I think is worth you checking out. So I'm going to show you a playthrough of a attempted mission to Mars. I assure you I will not make it to Mars. Notice the 4 people have 4 different specialties, 4 different perks. I'll explain all that as we get underway. Here's a short cutscene.
For every disaster. Not all of them at once. We can't turn back, but how can we go on?
And here we go. We're in this spacecraft. We are 10 weeks out from Mars. We've already lost one of our crew members. We're going to get a choice if we can play long enough whether to eat him or not later. Cannibalism is a big part of the game. But right now we've taken 2 more bits of damage, a meteoroid strike in our environmental unit or whatever. That's going to cause us 2 damage if we don't fix it in the next turn. And back in the rear part of the ship, beam failure, which is going to cause us 1 damage. Notice our ship only has 3 health, top left. We're going to take 3 damage in this turn. This is a dice rolling, turn-taking strategy game. You can play it single player, but it actually works probably even better if you have a second person with you on the couch, whatever, giving you advice, talking through the decisions you have to make. It's an extremely difficult game. It's intended to really test your ability to strategize. Right now we've got 4 astronauts. You can see their health on the right, so only Pakal here is doing well. Their stress levels on the left. You can see that Jean or John is pretty stressed. That's the meter on the left. You can see that everybody has some dice to roll. 3 of them have 3 dice to roll. Allison up there only has 2. And we are going to try to get busy trying to fix stuff here. So let's send our captain into the place of the meteoroid strike, the greenhouse. And we're going to roll some dice. So lots going on that I'll have to explain, so including that sparkly thing that just happened. If a module is damaged, there is going to be some effects on some of the numbers you roll. So if I roll a 2 or a 3, a stasis effect would happen, which would lock the die in place. Although I had an assist, top right, I have no assist anymore, which would cancel that effect, which means I can actually re-roll that 2. If I wanted to, because I'm in the greenhouse, if I had 3 identical numbers in dice roll, I could put them into harvesting food, and I would earn a few pieces of food. Food gets used between turns in order to generate more dice for your crew. So I could put the 2 5s in there and then try to roll another 5, because you can always re-roll at least once. Or you could even have another crew member come in and hope that they roll a 5, and then I would have the 3 5s. I can put dice into research projects bottom left. If I have 2 dice in the research projects, I can spend them on the snack, plus 1 die to 1 crew. 4 dice in the research projects allow me to spend to get 17. I would get 17 repair in 1 module, which is a pretty good perk. These actually are randomized, and you can also cycle through them by spending 1 die to cycle through. I could also, because Jean or Jean, what is it? I'm just going to say Jean, okay? Because he's the captain, his special ability, if I roll a 5 or higher, I can put it there and plus 1 die to everybody in the crew in the module, which is actually pretty good. And in this case, I might want to do that in order to give an extra die to Allison. So let's do that. Now he has 3 and she has 3. And she hasn't even gone yet. Let's spend 5 pairing, so we get down to 18. Let's re-roll, because we can't do much worse than a 2. Well, we can get a 2 again. We can put the 2 into research, but let's actually work on the repair a little bit. And then he's done. Let's put Allison to work in the same place. By the way, if you try to move somebody through a damaged place, so if I was trying to move her through the damaged greenhouse, she would take 1 hit of health. So instead, send her here, roll 3 dice. Terrible rolls. Oh, and this is interesting. So this backfired badly. She has the ability to get an extra reroll, so in theory we could have rolled twice more, but all of her rolls are, yeah, this sucks. All of her rolls are stasis rolls, 2s and 3s, so we can't reuse any of those. So the best I can do is put a 2 and a 3 down there in research and get plus 1 die, but that's kind of pointless. I could put 2 2s in the harvest food and hope somebody else comes in here and rolls a 2. Man, this is tough right from the first turn. All we can do is get this down to 9. Oh, let's do it. This is going to hit us with 2 damage if we can't fix this. So let's bring Kayla Jones in here and hope with her 3 dice. Barely. And wow, everybody's rolling the stasis rolls, but the 4 there. If I wanted to, I could put the 2 3s in the harvest food and then hope somebody else comes in, rolls a 3 so that I could actually then successfully harvest food and roll a 5 to do the repair. But instead, we're just going to take care of this already. And what will happen is this will be fixed. We'll no longer take 2 damage from this at the end of the turn. So now we're only going to take 1 damage at the end of the turn if we fix nothing else. We've got 3 people in there, and we've got Pakal. So let's bring him and his 3 dice into here. Now I could take him into, actually let me back up and show you. I could put him into like the medical bay and just have him roll a 5 or higher for health recovery. Or I could bring him into the greenhouse and hope his 3 dice all roll the same number and have a benefit then of getting us food. But instead I'm going to send him to the back to the maintenance module. If I roll 3 of the same numbers, I can put that into ship repair. I keep getting stasis rolls. This sucks. This is what's happening here. If I put the 1 and the 3 up there, that's like nothing. And the repair will go down to 6. And then I can try to re-roll and hope to get a 6 to get a full repair. Or I can put the 1, 3, and 4 down into research, recognizing that I have, that I'll just carry, that I'll be 1 away from the 17 repair, which is be a pretty nice perk, and just take 1 damage between turns. I think I'm going to do that, actually. So 1, 4. So we're going to eat that damage. We'll get ourselves 1 week closer to Mars.
Moods are turning sour. The crew's and my own. But if I can't lead them, we're all dead. I need to get it together.
All right. Okay. Between turns, you get to choose things. So this decision would be no movement damage, -1 dice for us. Dice are so precious. I never like making decisions about losing dice. They can both afford to lose 1 health, so we'll do that. Their decisions get worse the more stressed they are. We can eat food in order to gain dice, which I seldom see a downside to that, so let's give it to Pakal. Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, do we not have food? Did I misread that, or did I give food to the wrong person? I'm a little confused there, but yeah, if you have food, you can spend it. Rewind the tape here. You can probably figure out what I confused about. Okay, so we just took some significant hits. The damage to the thing on the left there, the flight module, flight control system failure, means that we couldn't actually use its perk, which is the no movement damage. Which is, if we had that perk activated, we can move through damage modules without taking damage. That's okay. We can sort of withstand that and not worry about it too much. But destruction imminent, it says in the top left, because as you can see, oh, and we already have the no movement damage perk because of the decision we made between turns. But we're going to take 3 damage at the end of this turn, and our ship only has 2 health. So we want to definitely fix this. And the best way to fix it is with, well, we'll throw... if we want to send somebody who has 5 dice in to repair something that's 12, obviously the odds are heavily in favor of her actually getting all 5 right. Well, you know, enough. No, what am I trying to say? All 5 right. Of her rolling enough, good enough numbers that she could cancel out the 12. But let's actually just go with our middle option here, Captain, and have him roll. Let's see if he rolls a 3, he's gonna get hurt. He can take it. And actually, we had an assist, so he didn't even take that damage. This is cool. So 6, So the choice here actually is interesting in that if I put the 6 down there, my research is ready, and then I can re-roll. Yeah, let's put the 6, let's hold the 6. Re-roll. Oh, and he takes damage. So that was a bad move. We'll put the 3 into this. This is what I'm thinking here. And then we put the 6 into research, which means that if we need to, we can do a 17 repair if we're in trouble somewhere. Finish his deployment. Then use Allison, who only ever had 2 dice, so she wasn't really going to be able to do a whole lot. And put her in here, and as long as she can roll better than Snake Eyes, she did. We can do that there. I don't know if this carries over to the next turn, but we'll put the 6 in there and see what happens. Finish her deployment. And then Tal back here. Roll. Close. So I could spend the 5 up there to repair, but I could also just get +1 ship, which is as good as canceling out the... what is the damage going to get out of this anyway? Oh yeah, the one ship damage. So in this turn, unless I were to re-roll either of these numbers and get higher, I wouldn't be able to fix this module, so I would take 1 damage. But here, with just this single dice roll here, I can put that into +1 ship, and now I'm up to 3 ship. I could either spend the 4 here, or I could re-roll. If I really wanted to, I could use my +17 repair MCC override, but I'm just going to spend this here. Take the damage of 1. Oh, I still have Kayla. Oh, okay. I forgot, so I'm bringing her in. Oh, this is cool. So let's see. Let's roll here. Okay, this is cool. So the 5, and then the other thing is 3, 4, 2. Okay. So I have a few things I could try to do now. I could put the 2 2s in the ship repair and then hope that I could roll another 2 and get another ship repair out of this. I could put the 5 in the +1 to health module. I have a second person in the crew, so that seems like a no-brainer because that'll heal 2 people, or take 2 people, 1 more notch of health. The 3 is in stasis, so it can't be re-rolled, so that either could go into ship repair, meaning I would want 2 more 3s, or I can't put it into research because the 3 slot's taken already, so let's spend the 3 on repair. So then I put the 4 into here. I put the 2 down into research. Reroll this for the hell of it. See if I get a 5. Yeah, so what happens if I have full research? I've actually never had that before. And finish the deployment. So we're going to take no damage between turns. Well, we took the system failure, but I don't care about that.
I let my fear get the better of me, but the others have proven me wrong. I'm proud of how the crew has come together. I think we might actually have a chance.
Okay, so +1 health for crew, all crew, plus 20% stress. People's stress isn't terrible right now. They make worse decisions and have worse options if they're more stressed. Or +2 assist, plus 20 stress. Let's do that. So we have more assist. Finish the turn. And take a bunch of hits. Okay, so our ship isn't in great shape. People are low on dice, which isn't great. We do have that 17, which we can use here. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So let's take Kayla. Wait, with the 17, all this guy would need to roll is a 4, 5, or 6. So here's what we're going to do. Literally roll the dice, put him in here, hoping he gets a 4, 5, or 6. Cross your fingers. Great, okay, so 6 goes in here, and then MCC override, 17 repair. This, we've completely fixed this part of the ship. Finish deployment. We can still do, by the way, +2 for one more ship repair. Let's bring Kayla into the converter fail. 3 dice roll here. We got 3 5s. Let's do this. Full dice. 5 in there. We roll the 1. Obviously, we won't completely clear it out. 1 again. There, and finish deployment. Okay. So we're gonna take 2 damage. I can move either one of them to the converter. I could have him work on the converter with his 2 dice, which is he's more likely to clear, but he's gonna take a hit in the process. Or I could have Allison here with her 1 dice. She's kind of useless. So we're gonna have Captain. Bring him here. Rolls 2 dice. Spend 4. Reroll. 2 out of 3 chances to get this fixed. Didn't work. And so that's down only to 2. I could bring her in. So Allison takes 1 damage, so she's 1 near death. She rolls 1 dice. She can fix it. She does. Good measure, let's do +1 ship with the quick patch. Ship is at 4. We're gonna take 1 damage at the end of the turn. I've got 2 people that are near death. We've got, still have a power overflow and a BSOD.
I've checked our food stores and it looks grim. We lost more than half our supplies with the module. If we don't find some creative solutions, we'll starve before we ever reach Mars.
Creative solutions. That would be called eating your fellow crewmates, which I think will happen in the next turn if we can get that far. So I hate doing the -1 dice, but we get +1 food. I do think they don't take you down to 0 dice. So actually, I think this is a non-issue here. Oh yeah, here's the cannibalism option. Awesome. So we just got +1 food. I was right. They don't take you down further than that. So let's just actually use regular food for Allison. This is weird. I keep having the food option and then not seeing the food replenish the dice. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. Cannibalism there. Yeah, let's have everybody eat their crewmates here. +2 dice. So it makes them crazy. You see their stress goes up. You even have the option to kill people. I think what I accidentally was doing was feeding food to the first person, Kayla, who had full dice, and then I misread the interface. So my mistake there. It won't have a major impact on what I'm doing. But now people have a lot more dice, which is cool, but they're super, well, Allison is super stressed. You see she got the crazy face. Jean is super stressed. So we're facing 2 damage at the end of the turn, 3 health. Let's see what we can do. The -1 health all is a significant problem here in the engineering section because I have 2 people who would die if that happened. So let's try to fix that with our doctor. Roll. 2 of our assists paid off. Put the 5 in there, the 5 in there, the 4 in there. Arguably, I should have put one of the 5s in the +1 health. I'm going to reroll both of these for better numbers and see what happens. Yeah, because I should have used one of those 5s. Okay, so I'm going to make amends there. So +1 health to everybody, so it's good when you have everybody in the same module, or at least most of your people in the same module, because then the perks that one person gets, the rest of the people get. So that's good. And then I am going to use... all these people have 3 dice, so it's all kind of the same. So I'll use John in there, roll. He's a cannibal, so his dice rolls are red. we have a 4 there. Oh, check this out. So he's got a 5. This is awesome. So +1 dice for everybody. And then 1 we'll put into research. Finish deployment. I want to stop some of the damage coming in, so I'm going to deploy up here. Roll. Okay. Speed +1 ship. 5 here. Reroll this. And that's 2 locked in there. And Allison goes next. Allison, we're gonna have work on that same thing. Hopefully with her 3 dice, she'll be able to knock, or 4 dice rather. This is good. So the 5, the 3, the 1, and the 6 goes to increase assists. So we have 3 assists, which is great. Finish deployment. And we're done. We've survived another week.
A transmission arrived. Not from Earth, but from Mars. From Tharsis. An impossible signal from an impossible source. Is this what we're searching for? Who's transmitting this signal? Was there another mission to Mars? One sent before ours? Or is the message coming from someone else?
Okay, so now you see there's pros and cons to every decision. Let's remember our ship is at 3, so -30 stress for the 2 of them would be nice. It would stress out other people on the crew who are already very stressed. +2 food, -5 health for her. She would die, but we would get 2 foods. And then here, +2 dice for him, but -2 ship, which will put the ship down. So let's just do the -30 stress for us, increase in stress to the other people. I'm not going to kill anybody for food, so we're going to finish. And here we go. So we're facing imminent destruction because we are going to get more damage than we can fix unless we are really good at fixing stuff. So let's first put the captain to work here, trying to fix the life support module. So 3, 5, roll again. Holy shit. Okay. 2, that sucks. And then finish deployment. So we're gonna need a second person in there to work on that. I can move Pascal out there. I think this is best. He's gonna take 1 health hit, but it's okay, he can afford it. He had the fewest dice. I don't really want to waste people's dice on beating a 1. He had a terrible roll anyway. So we put the 1 in there. It will not hurt us. Unless he rolls a 1 again to re-roll, so. And I rolled a 1. Yeah, so now I can't put that into research, and it doesn't help me at all. So, well, there you go. Bad decision. Yeah, I'll get it like that. Alright, so now I can move Kayla into the lab. 2 stasises, so let's see what we're gonna do. 4 up there. 4 up there. 2. I'm putting this down here so I'll get out. Oh, I misread that. I thought I had a +1 ship down there. It wasn't paying attention on that. That's stupid. And she takes a hit. Okay, well, we'll put the 3 up there. And then finish deployment. Down to our last person, we need to make a fix here. So either have her try to clear the 14 or take damage on her way to fix a 10. We're going to try to have her fix the 14. Because I'd rather she not go down to 1 health. So, deploy. I'm wondering what happens if I eat the snack now. Does she get 1 more? Yes, she does. Okay, so now she has 4 dice. Which hopefully she can clear a 14 with that. Holy crap, that's a terrible roll. Jesus, okay. I think this is the end of me, guys. This came out of nowhere. I'm re-rolling these 2. You see the +3 ship, which is useless to me now. Well, that's how Tharsis will do you guys. I thought I was doing pretty well. And yeah, I've got nothing for it here. I could not fix the 14. All 4 crew members did their thing. Ship of 3 health, 3 impending damage, 6 weeks to Mars, and we are splintering to pieces. Folks, the people at Choice Provisions have made a diabolical game here, but a really fun one. And I actually think this will go over really well, as I was saying before, if a couple people are playing it at once, yelling at each other over what decisions to make. It can turn on a dime, as you saw, but it's a lot of fun. And I guess in theory you can eventually get to Mars, but I am not good enough at that. I'm not good enough at that, and I just don't think the dice are favorable to me yet for that kind of thing, but you never know. So folks, Tharsis, I recommend it. I think it's fun. You can get it on PC and PS4, and of course, everyone remember, cannibalism is bad, so don't do it. See ya.